If we lived in a world where everyone got along, there would be no conflict. That's obviously not the case. My name is Valerie Martinez, and I will be talking about conflict resolution styles. Conflict is inevitable in our everyday lives. For some, it's more common than for others. In my life, it's not a normal thing for me to be in conflict with someone, but now taking this class, I've realized that I'm the absolute worst communicator when I am in conflict with someone, because I tend to use a more non-confronting approach. So I will be talking about 4 conflict styles and a conflict I've had with one of my aunts and how it's helped our relationship now because of what I've learned in this class. So 4 conflict styles I will be focusing on are avoidance, accommodation, competition, and collaboration. In avoidance, both people just don't talk about the thing at all, the issue at all. In accommodation, one person accommodates to what the other person wants and doesn't take into account what they want. In competition, one person only takes account what he wants and not what the other person wants. And in collaboration, both parties work together and find a solution that they both agree on, where they both get something out of it. In the article I researched, it was called Conflict Management Styles and Argumentativeness. And with that article, I also learned that avoiding and accommodating styles of conflict are grouped together because they are known as the non-confronting group, where competition and collaboration are known as the confronting groups. But the competition, the person that usually has a competitive approach is more a controlling person because they only take into account their feelings, not the other person's feelings. And in the study, they also showed that collaborating occurred less often than all the other approaches, but that's the most successful. So before this class, I was the worst communicator ever when I had conflict because I would just avoid it completely. So for example, I had a conflict with my aunt that she said some things that weren't true about me, but it turned into this whole argument with the whole family. And instead of just talking about it, sitting down and just being like, okay, so I heard this was said about me, and trying to figure things out, I just avoided the family completely. So I stopped going to family parties, I stopped visiting my grandma, like everything. And this went on for a good year. And obviously didn't get us nowhere because I lost the relationship with my dad's family, and it kind of sucked. But after learning about this and taking this course, I went to my grandma's house finally, and I sat down with my aunt and we talked it all through, and we're on good terms now, thankfully. But now I know that like avoiding is never going to get us anywhere, because I thought over time that she'd just be like, okay, like, I'm sorry I said things, and obviously she didn't. But now we're all good. So we used a collaborative approach, and now we are on very good terms. Obviously not like before. There will always be conflict, but learning about the differences between accommodation, avoidance, competition, and collaboration as ways to get to a resolution made it clear that collaboration is the most effective, because that's what worked best for me in my case. And I will be definitely using this in future conflicts, because in all of my relationships have kind of just like ended because of a conflict, just because I don't know how to approach it, because I always wanted the other person to feel good or just avoid the confrontation, because I'm not one to confront people. As long as there's people, there will be conflicts, but collaborating and finding a solution that all parties involved can agree on is the most successful approach to finding a solution. Thank you.